Thank you so much for meeting me today. So, as I mentioned before to you, this is for my continued writing class about Chinese and Italian noodles and their narrative on the Silk Road and the history and the culture behind it. So, today I'm just going to be interviewing you about your history with noodles and like your background with it and how it's influenced your life. So, if you wanted to start with like your introduction, your name, hometown, age, occupation, or anything else you like us to know.
Yeah, my name is Hong Li. I'm a physician and I'm working in the genetic department as a geneticist. So I grew up in China and in a city next to Beijing for about 18 years.
Okay.
And then but later I worked in Beijing for 6 years. In Beijing, so when I grew up, and the food made by flour is very common and in our dishes, and almost every dishes, and you have something with it.
Yeah.
Noodle is one of those type of food. You may heard about pan, baozi, and dumpling.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we learned about those in class.
Yeah. All those were made by flour.
Yeah.
The noodle, especially noodle, in China, there are a lot of type of noodles. In different area, they have different flavors and different way to make it.
Mm-hmm.
In my area and around Beijing and basically in north of the China, and so there is a very special popular noodle called Zha Jiang Mian. So we probably can talk about more about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So, starting with like what is the dish we're making today, and like the story with that dish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So today, and the noodle we made is called Zha Jiang Mian. Basically, is stir fried soybean sauce on top of the noodle, and with some vegetables. And so it's initially originated from Shandong province. It's like a kind of a state of China, and in the middle of the China. But later it's very popular in the south part.
Right.
There is a story behind that, but it's not in the very verified. And they said, Qing dynasty and
dynasty,
at that time, one of the emperors, Cixi, so they traveled from Xi'an to Beijing, and they're very tired, and then they smell something very delicious from a restaurant, and then they go there, and they were making these noodles. And so at that time, and everybody was ate it, and they enjoyed it, and they love it. And then later the empress said, okay, I need to take this chef with me and go to the Forbidden City, and like in Beijing, a big palace and for the empires. And so that's why the noodle originated from Shandong province and to Beijing area.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and there are also some meaningful for this kind of type of noodles, and so there are 3 times, and you eat this noodle, and one is the 3rd day after a baby born.
Okay.
And so that's the kind of a welcome a new baby, and some families, and they get together and they eat a noodle. So this after that, every year when they have a birthday, so they have the noodle.
Okay.
Not necessary is particular this type, but it's kind of how people when people eat noodle in China. And then the 3rd one, and so the meaning is make the life continues and for long life.
Right.
Yeah, and then the 3rd one is after the person passed away, and the 3rd day after that, and then they eat it, and then meaning they can still have a connection to that person.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of a traditional 3 situation, and they eat noodle. But in general, and I don't recall and those afterbirths and after pass away and people use it anymore. But in every year when you have a birthday, noodle is a major dishes.
Yeah,
and
like a celebration of the
correct.
year.
And then Sydney has a birthday, and it's we're gonna eat noodle, make her and healthy and continue
exactly.
growing. Exactly. The day and we eat noodles.
Okay, that's so cool. That's so interesting to learn because it's cool to learn like throughout the cultures that there's different traditions for different types of meals. So it's cool to relate that to the dish that you enjoy to eat.
And also, as I mentioned, there are other type of the noodles, and they do others, and they have some like folk tales and about it. But Beijing Zha Jiang noodle and it does not have many stories behind that. And so there are other place, and the way they make a noodle was totally different, and the taste was totally different.
Wow, that's really cool to know. So, are there any? Well, I know you mentioned like this specific noodle dish with special occasions, but are there any other noodles that you know that are associated with specific occasions such as birthdays, New Year's, and stuff?
I don't think so. And it's this association is not particular for this noodle, but it's in general noodle associated with a birthday, like a healthy and a celebration. And so the interesting part is you want the life live longer, and so the longest noodle is the best longevity.
That doesn't pass too.
And so they make sometimes they make one noodle and in one dishes, and that's the longest.
That's one single noodle, the whole dish. Wow, that's cool.
And later I can show you one video. We were in China, and one of the person and make the noodle, and it was really, really long.
Really? Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
To practice a lot and to make those.
Yeah, because I feel like you have to learn a lot how to make that. So it's like something you grow up with.
Yeah, it's kind of professional. So
profession to do. That's cool. So in your day-to-day life, like, how often do you eat noodles now, and like what forms?
So I think we're not eating that every day, and so since we came to US and kind of adapted to the Western food, but we certainly and certain times and still cook by ourselves and traditional Chinese food. Noodle, and we love it, and especially Joy love the Zha Jiang noodle very much. And so that's why, and like a weekend, and when we have time, and we make it. And also for the noodle particularly, and there are many types of noodle you can buy from grocery store, and for those dry noodle, you can cook. You can buy those kind of fresh made, but still have some preservative in it. And so and for us, and we like to make it by ourselves. So we know what's really inside.
Like the fresh enough.
Correct. And also we want to balance the nutrition, and so that's why I'm gonna show you how we made the noodle and with different like nutrition and put together.
Okay. Cool.
And so maybe twice, I would say twice or 3 times a week, a month, and we definitely cook noodles.
Okay.
And we have a different sauce. And Zha Jiang noodle is just one of them. And we make other types. And in general, it's you kind of put things together and separate noodle out of the water. But sometimes we cook soups and use noodles. Soups. But different type. Clearly.
Just get the
depends on your mood.
For sure. So do you see noodles as a big part of your cultural identity, like as you've grown up throughout your years?
I think so. I think so. That's a different part, and as I said, they have a different type, and it's kind of make their own dishes. And so if somebody travel there and they they order that food
Yeah.
because it's very particular for them, very popular, and so they made some brand, and you may heard Sichuan dandan.
Yeah, dandan mian.
Yeah, dandan mian.
Yeah.
There also has a Shanxi is called knife cut. So the noodle is not made by chop, but it's just you have the dough, and then you use the knife
and you cut it.
You cut it, and you hold it, you cut it.
Oh wow!
And so it's not like what we made, and we'll put on the how to say it, the table, and you do it. But this one, the dish may be there, and then you just chop it.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We learned about in our class. There's like a kind of like you like put over the shoulder and cut like with the knife.
Yeah. Different type.
Yeah.
And some of them just use this technique.
Yeah,
and
they stretch them out.
And then they put together and they stretch out, and so it's very different. And, yeah, and so that's very popular in certain areas. If you travel somewhere, you want to order that.
Right, so it's different in the different regions that you go to. Cool. Do you feel like that your like cultural identity with noodles has changed as you've like come to America and like gotten American influences?
Yeah. So came here, everybody was a chow mian, long mian.
Oh, okay.
And those
like
kind of
American
food,
food,
and that's actually not that popular in China. If we make a noodle, we barely make like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and so very different type, and with the American.
So it's like the American style, like Chinese food that you've like seen here, which is not as common in China. It's like
Okay. We do see that, but it's not homemade.
Right.
We use it, and then like a Zha Jiang Mian, dandan mian, some other Yangchun mian, and so many types, and we just made at home, but not that chow mian.
Right. Okay. Cool. So how has America influenced your noodle dish making today? Like, have you changed like the way you make your noodles and like dishes? Have you incorporated like American style to it or anything? In terms of the making?
Actually, I don't think, and for us, we changed. But if we go out, and that's the option, the only option you have, and we certainly eat in different restaurant. But if we make it, and then we make our traditional.
Okay. Yeah. So try to remain the tradition.
It's very interesting for food. When you were young, you taste something, and you just memory and those and the taste, and you want to
hold on to
hold on those and the flavors.
So you keep making those just to remind yourself of
that's right.
That makes sense.
It's very interesting and like a dumpling, because we have a lot of different vegetables and we made in China, and so I still buy something from Chinese grocery and to make those dumplings, but that's usually you're not in a you don't have it in American restaurant. I know the dumpling the American restaurant made is different.
Right.
But interesting, like a Joy, and didn't eat those vegetables here, and so when we finally find that vegetable, and then we cook it, and she just cannot get used to it.
Right. She's not used to it.
It's so delicious.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think your taste adapted.
Yeah, for sure. That's like interesting. Like for me, my dad, he was born in Jamaica and like raised there, so like we will eat Jamaican dishes, but like some of the stuff I'm like hesitant to try because I'm like, I've never really tried that before. But he's like, what? This is what I eat all the time. Like this is like our normal dishes, our normal meals. But it's cool to like you still want to hold on to it and be a part of that.
Correct. So. Yeah. So that's why when we are in home, make it, and then we make our original.
Right.
And it's just remind you and all the times.
Yeah.
The taste and it's very different.
So talking about like those kinds of traditions, have you passed down like down traditions of noodle making Chinese dishes to like Joy? And like,
Yeah.
does she make dishes with you sometimes?
Yeah,
or?
I think so. There is a noodle called 麻酱面, Zha Jiang Mian, 麻酱面 is different.
Yeah.
麻酱面 is the sesame sauce, and so they, the sesame, and when they grind it and they have oil come out, and they also has some like a deposit or something, and so you basically make from the 麻酱 and the sesame oil paste, and then you put water, put the sauce, and then you stir it, and so use that as a sauce, and then mixed with vinegar and olive oil and some other soybean sauce, and fry together, and then put together, and also put vegetables. So Joy like that as well.
Okay.
She's very good to make that.
Oh, nice.
Sesame oil.
Yeah.
Every time we cook that, and she made that.
Yeah.
That's
cool. So you can keep the traditions going like, as she gets older and stuff. Because I know it's a lot harder, like as you go and like your kids start like being raised and born in America, and then their kids are born in America, and then you like want to hold on to those past traditions. So it's nice to like, make them with your kids and pass it on and stuff and keep it going.
And she also like instant noodles.
Yeah. Always good.
Yeah, always good.
Yeah. That's all the questions I have. Now I'm excited to make the dish.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I think that'll be great.
Okay.
Alright, so we're starting with making the noodles here. Okay, so you said we're putting in the flours.
2 cups of flour into it, and so we choose 2 cups. And this is milk and egg.
Okay.
And so it's just to add in more nutrition and on top. So I guess, and if you buy from outside, and they probably just use water.
Okay.
And for us, and we want to put more nutrition.
Okay, cool. So then as this is going in, it's mixing them all together.
Correct. And this should take like 7 minutes.
Okay.
It's not that long.
And then the noodles will come out here on the side.
Awesome. See.
Oh, wow. Now the noodles are coming out.
And to make sure it's not sticky together, so I put some corn flour and to just make it separated.
I'm not a good cook, I will let you know.
Just put them, let them get through.
Okay.
So that separates the noodle.
And then cut it now?
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I usually make it beautiful.
So we're now frying the noodles, right?
Because we just made it, so it's not hard, and it's not that difficult to make it softer.
Okay.
Okay. And we push it back. Cold, clear water.
Okay.
And if only myself, I don't do this and
at the same time.
Yeah, same time, because sometimes it's very hectic.
Right.
You can mess up. So when it's ready, and you can turn off the. Yeah, it's too long. See me, it's too long. love it. And for the birthday.
Yeah.
Very long.
Long life is in his birthday.
So I made this in is a pork. The
Pork, okay.
Yeah, the pork has onion, has a ginger, and put some wine, and the cooking wine.
Oh, cooking wine.
Yeah,
okay.
cooking wine and the salt.
Okay.
So marinate it and for like an hour, and then we can just put it in here
Okay.
after, and then just to fry it.
Right.
I usually don't like it too hot, and as long as it's getting hot, you can put that in. And
So you just, use this.
Use this.
Okay.
Slowly fry it.
Smells so good. This is the sauce we're using, soybean paste.
Yeah. This is a critical sauce.
So the sauce usually has enough salt for all of it.
Yeah. And so they have a salt in there, so you don't need to put it.
You don't need to add much to the pork.
Yeah. And then we put a little bit of water.
Okay, add a little water.
This is very small. And make it
Smells delicious.
put a little bit of soy
Soy
sauce.
sauce, okay.
Because the taste was a little bit different. So, and then, the garlic.
Oh yeah, garlic. I like garlic. So then this is added in to thicken it up.
And when this was turn white,
Right.
and then you stir it again. And
Okay.
it's ready.
Nice.
You see?
Yeah. So Asparagus, and then this
It's a green bean sprouts.
green bean sprouts.
Yeah,
Got
sprouts. And this was a cucumber.
Cucumbers and carrots.
And carrots. Yeah, for the love-shaped carrots.
Aww.
This.
Okay.
This. Depends on your preference, and if you think it's too salty,
Okay.
you put a little bit, and later you can add more.
Thank
It
you.
should be okay. Yeah, and then after that, you stir it, and just make it even. And after that, you can put the vegetable,
Okay.
whatever you like.
Love cucumbers.
So in different season, they have a different vegetable. Usually they choose like a fresh vegetable.
Right.
Yeah, so that's it. And sometimes they use radish, carrot, what's the other? Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the beans. And so you can choose whatever you like. So different people like a different taste. And so this was the garlic.
Right.
We just chopped it and put a little bit of water. And some people like a little bit of vinegar, and you can put in if you like.
Okay.
And some people like a little bit spicy,
Oh,
and
yes,
you can
me.
put the spicy on top. Yeah.
So I just use a
it's,
spoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. And happy birthday to
Sydney.
Sydney!